Welcome to this episode of the Sports Detective Podcast Show. My name is James Williams, and today Rex Ryan says that he is 100% confident that he will be the New York Jets' next head coach. And no, it is not 2009, it is 2025. So Rex Ryan, it's already been announced that he is going to be interviewing for the Jets head coach position, but he was on a radio show recently where he made his case why he was the best candidate, even over Lions offensive coordinator Ben Johnson, and that he was 100% confident that he will get the job. So we'll go ahead. I'll play this short clip from the radio interview that Rex did, and then we'll come back on the other side and talk about if this is something that is actually possible and if it will happen.
You think you're going to get this job, right? You think you're going to be the next head coach of the Jets?
Oh, 100%. Absolutely, I do. And the reason I think I'm going to get it is because I'm the best guy. And it ain't close. The thing that you have to do, you have to connect with a football team. You have to connect with your fan base. And the way they play, that's the most important thing. Not just the X's and O's and all that. Look, this Ben Johnson, I love him. I absolutely love him. But I'm a better candidate for this job than he would be.
You think you're...
Okay, there you have it, guys. He's 100% confident that he is going to get this job. Now, let's talk about this here. Now, I expect Rex Ryan to say this, right? Even though it's a little kind of like dubious to say it, he's 100% confident because it's like, dude, you were already the Jets head coach beforehand. You haven't been a head coach or been coaching football in almost a decade to this point. I think 2016 was the last year that he was coaching for the Buffalo Bills, and he's just been doing TV since and, giving bad takes on ESPN from time to time. And you kind of look at it that way, and you're like, why would the Jets do like this retread hire that's probably destined to fail? But a reason that Rex Ryan might actually be confident and might actually not be that far-fetched in his opinion of his status for the job right now, it's because of who the Jets have hired to help them get their new GM and help get their new coach. And that is because I'll go ahead and show you guys this now. You guys, if you watch ESPN, sometimes you guys will recognize this face. This is a report that came out in November after the Jets fired Joe Douglas. This is what Adam Schefter reported. The Jets are retaining the 33rd team to support them on their upcoming general manager and head coaching searches. Former Jets general manager Mike Tannenbaum and Vikings general manager Rick Spielman will lead the project for the NFL technology and media company. The 33rd team will provide its data analysis and experience to assist the Jets in their search for new leadership. Why did I share that with you guys? Well, Mike Tannenbaum isn't just the former GM of the New York Jets. He's the former GM of the New York Jets that originally hired Rex Ryan. So you got to understand the egos on a lot of these guys. These guys have big egos in these positions because you kind of have to be bold. You have to be you have to take big swings. You have to make big moves. So you kind of have to have an ego and have to have a confidence that borders on arrogance to do a lot of these jobs and do it well. So what would Mike Tannenbaum be saying in a meeting with the Jets? He's like, oh, well, I'm a smart guy. I made the hire for Rex Ryan in the first place. We went to 2 consecutive AFC title games. Well, I'm going to say hire Rex Ryan again. And as much as I think that's stupid, and even though I think Mike Tannenbaum is a smart football guy, I can't get out of my head the time that he went on national TV on ESPN. And this is when Deshaun Watson had requested a trade from the Texans before we knew anything about the massage stuff, by the way. And it was also the same time that Dak Prescott was in like his first round of contract negotiations for the Cowboys. And I remember to this day, because it was one of the dumbest things I've ever seen uttered on national TV, where Mike Tannenbaum went on TV and was like, why don't you just trade Dak Prescott for Deshaun Watson? Problem solved. And it was like, dude, for a guy that's supposed to be a general manager and a guy that was like a cap specialist at one point in his career, you'd have to know that is like a very messy proposition to like offer up here. And it's literally a 0.0% chance of happening. So that's what I always think about Mike Tannenbaum. I wanted to say that on Mike. But to the fact here, will this happen? I doubt it. I doubt Rex Ryan will do it, but to the point too, there's also an argument too that the Jets go like, hey, the last time we actually did have a lot of success was when Rex Ryan and Mike Tannenbaum were here. Maybe we just run it back with them and then see what happens. So I could see that happening. I doubt it because I think they're just not gonna. I think they know how much public backlash they'd get for that if that actually did happen. But to the point of Rex Ryan talking about the culture and stuff with the Jets, I actually do think Joe Douglas, is it a perfect roster that he assembled? No, it's not. But I also think there's still a lot of talent on that roster. Like when Robert Saleh was the head coach of the Jets, even this year, the defense was still really good, and then it fell off after he left. So there's still a lot of talent on this roster, and it probably does just need a huge culture change, and Rex Ryan could bring that. He could bring that. And maybe that's actually smarter than bringing in a Ben Johnson, who we don't know really much stuff about his culture because Dan Campbell set the culture in Detroit, or a Joe Brady who did not set the culture in Buffalo and other jobs that he's had over the course of his career. Sean McDermott did that in Buffalo. So maybe they do need like a major culture shift, which probably why Mike Vrabel would be the best option, even though I think the one reason he was like, okay, Jets, you guys can interview me, is because he wanted to use that for leverage to get the Patriots job. But I do think they need some sort of a culture changer. I just don't think Rex Ryan should be it. Your time's passed, buddy. You had 2 good years with the Jets, and then other than that, it was a lot of that. So there you have it. That's going to do it for this short little clip here today on this show. So thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe. If you haven't done so already, that's the number one way to help this show grow. It costs you absolutely $0, and it makes sure that you do not miss an episode. Feel free to check out other videos on the Sports Detective podcast channel page. I'm doing like 3 or 4 possibly today when I'm recording this one, so make sure you check out the rest of those videos. This one's nice, short, and sweet. Other ones are a little bit longer. Check those out. Thank you. I'll talk to you next time.